Fayetteville Public Television Center is your one-stop shop for creativity, and if you're looking to pick up a new skill in the new year, Dan Robinson with FPTV here to tell us all about what they offer. Hey, Dan, thanks for being here. Yeah.
It's always a good day when I get to be here.
We're so happy to have you. But there are people who might not be familiar with FPTV, so kind of tell us about it in a nutshell. What do you do?
FPTV is an amazing resource here in Fayetteville that allows people to make any sort of programs they want to make. You can produce video. We have the equipment to make that happen. And then we have broadcast streams where we can get your video out to a viewing audience.
I love that. Have you ever thought about making videos, Dom?
Listen, I'm very familiar with Dan. He's one of my favorite people in Fayetteville. He's given me plenty of tours there. I brought my mom when she's come to visit from New York, and so it's such a wonderful resource that we have here in Fayetteville. A lot of cities don't get to say that.
It's true.
Absolutely. What would you say to somebody out there who's interested maybe in creating a film project or even starting with a small video? How do they get started there with
The first step is to visit our website at faypublic.tv. And they can figure out what it is that they want to do, but it's just like you were talking about. It's the small steps. It's achievable goals. It's coming in and just exploring the territory, seeing what it is, but digital literacy and video literacy are so important these days. Everybody's making videos, right?
Right.
I mean, with their phones, with everything, and we can teach you ways to make those videos look better.
Yeah, I was going to say, what sets you apart, right? Because you've got some really nice cameras and some really nice equipment that you can loan out there at the center, which is maybe in some ways better than just snapping it on your phone, right?
For sure, and it's always nice to be able to try that gear out before you purchase it. So, and before you make that leap into investing in production equipment, you want to see how it works and figure out what you want to do and how you want to do it. So we're a great place to make that happen. You can make video without the obstacles of cost or censorship.
Yeah, that's cool. What about a big thing right now is podcasting?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have options for that?
We do. We converted our third edit bay into a podcast booth. And so we've got the camera, we've got the microphone, everything you need to launch a podcast, once again, without having to buy that gear right out of the gate. But we have a Dixieland podcast that's being produced right now that is about the real estate market in Northwest Arkansas. Arkansas Cinema Society is producing their podcast out of our podcast booth. So, I mean, we love having the opportunity to let people come in and give it a try.
Yeah.
I will say, Jason, one of my first experiences was on your show later with Jason Sewell, and I did voiceover work with Dan, and that was a really amazing experience when you put me in that booth. So that was like one of my first times doing voiceover work. And what an experience.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys do have a lot of fun there. But I think that something you said, captured my attention. Just you said you've got a video camera for the podcast booth. And I think that when podcasts first started out, it was all just audio.
That's right.
Right? But now the visual component has become pretty ingrained in any kind of podcast, right? Can you talk to us about kind of that progression?
Absolutely. Well, it widens your audience. It makes it so that it's not just from a podcast feed, but it's on YouTube and it's in other places where people can watch and see what's going on. You're able to work in visual elements with that audio content. It's a really nice addition. So we can facilitate that at FPTV.
Well, can anyone sign up for a class there at FPTV, and is that the best way? I mean, you said go to the website, but let's say I want to make a show. Do you have classes, right?
So FPTV is available to residents of Washington and Benton County.
Okay.
So we've got a regional reach. But for Fayetteville residents, it's free.
Yeah.
So they have the opportunity to come take advantage of that. So yes, the website is a great place to start. You can click the login button. You can make a profile just like anything else. We'll see that you've done that. We'll follow up with you. You can sign up for classes online. You can check out gear online, and you can submit your programs online.
And what is that website that we need to go to?
faypublic.tv.